What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not realizing how dirty I am till now. Yeah, it's not a tan. I should have washed. Filthy. I believe today's day number 70 of my 120 for this contract. It's a little different now, being that I wake up at midnight and I do 6 hours, basically 8 hours, because even sanitary, I'm completely by myself. So my first 8 hours of my day, 6 hours on watch, 2 hours of sanitary duty, cleaning, I'm pretty much just on my own, you know. And a lot of my discussions that I've had so far have been from having, talking with other people on the ship. Something will come up and then I realize that's a good point, that's a good view. I could talk about it, whatever. But since I've been on this watch, however, that first 8 hours is the majority of my day. And then by the time we get the day rolling, everybody, the rest of the crew, or the rest of the deck crew, come in at 6. Nobody's really active at 6 a.m. Not when you work 12-hour days, 7 days a week. So there's not a whole lot of peppy conversation. I'm always up and peppy because I've already been up for 6 hours, 7 hours. Pot of coffee in me already. But the rest of the guys aren't quite up to the same speed I'm at. So the discussions haven't been as abundant because, things are still working into the morning for a lot of the other guys. At least that's the way I see it. Where on the other watch, where I turn to at noon, the rest of the crew, the rest of the deck guys are already halfway through their day. So, they're in the groove, they're rolling, they're already working, they got stuff going on. I come out, and it's already talking, talking, whatever's going on. And then dayman, when I was on the day watch, basically all day long with everybody, so that created more time to come up with these discussions for you guys. Now, by the time we get rolling, it's 10 o'clock coffee break is when everyone else is starting to roll, the day's going. My day's ending. So, and on deck with the other guys, I only have 4 hours of my overtime, where typically we're chipping or whatever, and it's work. So it's not, you can't talk and chip at the same time. You don't get the conversation of anything really in that first part of the day when things are getting going. So yeah, I got nothing. All that to explain, I really don't have much. I thought though, with Eric is the third mate. Eric is newlywed and also has a baby on the way. And I wanted to bring that up with you guys. The difficulties that can come up with being a sailor and having a kid. I mean, me and Charmaine have talked about it, of course, and I always relate it to people that are in the military, like in the Navy or something. I mean, my dad, when him and my mom had me, my dad was overseas a lot when I was younger. I think probably up until I was maybe like 8 or 10 years old. I can't remember, but that's the point. I don't remember. Charmaine kind of worries a lot about me not being around while the kid's born. Well, we have to plan it out, right? And the way I've always thought of it is I don't ever remember my father not being there when I was a kid because I can't remember back that far. And the times that I do remember of me being a child, when memory starts working at whatever, 4 years old, 5 years old, up to 10 years old, like, I know he was gone overseas on deployments a lot, but I don't remember him being gone a lot, like, because the time we had together, I always remember, being good times. So I think a lot of it, and at the same time, when he was home, he still had to work. Where with me, I could work 4 months and then come home for 4 months and I don't have to work. I could spend complete full-time attention with the family that I'll hopefully one day have. But that can be a situation that you guys might want to think about, especially if you're thinking about doing this as a full career for 20 years. Just know that the sacrifices that you might have to make with a family are going to happen. Obviously, there's a lot of guys here that have families at home, and they make it work, but you just have to be prepared for that. I don't think, yeah, that's it. I mean, you just gotta plan and prepare for it. The third mate, like I said, he's got a baby on the way. And for me, alright, I'll continue with him. For him, as an officer, he's on a permanent rotation. Sure, he could work out a deal with the other third mate to say, hey man, I got a baby here. Do you think I could stay a little longer and whatever, work out a deal with him? Hello? What's up? Just talking to myself in my room, why? You hear me? That's alright. Nah, I'm filling it out. I got it up in here right now. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down here in a minute. Alright. Bosun asking for my overtime sheet. I lost track. Oh yeah, so like for me, I mean, I just took 7 months off. So say, when me and Charmaine decide we want to have kids, it's all about planning. So like with Eric, him and his lady, they were married. Now they wanted to have a kid. He had got home, and they would the word be conceived? He planned it so they tried right when he got home. That way he's home for 4 months, comes to the ship for 4 months, and then gets home for the last month and is able, he's home for 4 months, and that first month is when the baby should be due. And then he has 3 months with the new baby. So, I just want to say it's got to be planned out. There's a lot of sacrifices and planning you'll have to do. And mean, I've known that. I was just talking to Eric, made me think about it, to share with you guys. It's something to think about. Especially if, I mean, some people don't want to have kids till they're in their like 40s. Some people want to have kids when they're younger. Me, it's like, sure, I'm up for it, but I'm also like, there's no rush. You know, I don't think there's any rush for me to do it. But also, me and Charmaine have always been very open with each other. And that's why I think we've got along so well for so long, is because we've been open with each other about our plans from the gate, and have always talked about, you know, things like this. Not ever trying to rush it, but just to keep in mind. I know people that they got married, and they were together, I think, like 3 years. And the missus wanted to start the family. Well, the guy, I guess this conversation never came up because the guys didn't want kids. He didn't want kids at all, and it was kind of a shock because the girl, I don't know exactly how that went down, but to be in a relationship, and to even be 2 years, 3 years into a marriage, and to not know each other's goals in life is going pretty deep. To even get married to somebody without even talking about kids in the first place, I think there's already something wrong there, you know. That's just my opinion, though. I think I've rambled on enough for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed my ramble. Please subscribe. Please like, share, comment. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.